Welcome to Unhinged Magi!
Yes, indeed. We're going to be talking about a little bit of flesh.
And a little bit of blood.
We're talking about medical stuff. Yeah, that's right. Syringes.
They thought we were talking about the new card game.
Fooled you. We're actually going to be talking about surgical procedures. I don't got my gloves for nothing.
That's true, actually.
First, we're going to start cutting up Edwin from here to here. He's volunteered.
Yep.
He's gonna
Goodbye, everybody. Dr. Dan's going to kill me.
That's right. Get ready to see his heart.
In the name of science. No, actually, we actually tried a little bit of flesh and blood, didn't we?
Yes, we did, indeed.
And you know who actually taught us to try flesh and blood?
Oh, yes, I think they might have
a little
met him.
bit of this guy.
There he is.
This guy right here.
There he is.
Yeah, he
Craziness.
did. So I'm going to wear this as a shirt. Here, you can wear this one.
Okay. I always like Christmas color anyway.
Yeah.
'Tis the season.
'Tis the season to wear Rudy.
They're just playmats.
I don't know where I'm going with this song.
Eventually, we're tired, it's late, and we did not drink enough coffee.
Yeah, we probably need more coffee for something like this.
Exactly.
No, but you guys, if you've been watching the channel, you probably noticed that we did actually go to his house and play a game with him. And when we were there last time, he talked our ear off about Flesh and Blood. He was very excited about it.
And we wanted to know about it. And he actually explained the game very well, and now we know how to play.
Yeah, so I actually left with an actual few boxes.
Yes.
This is unlimited set, I guess?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And he actually put it in under his coat to get it out. And
yeah. I'm like, sure, Rudy, we'll see you later.
Have a nice day.
I'm like, oh, they got the weirdest pain right here. I don't understand it. Anyway, see you later. No, actually, though, this was unlimited, and at the time we bought these were still going to be unlimited.
Yeah, they were.
But apparently there was a recent change.
Yeah, exactly. Rudy made an announcement through Patreon.
Yes, he did, actually.
So, yep, and then these apparently are not going to be unlimited. It kind of reminds me of what happened with Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, they called it unlimited, and it was not unlimited.
And you know what? That really ticked me off a long time ago, because it was supposed to be unlimited.
And it was not.
And it was not. And it.
Now, I actually bought these boxes because I was going to crack them open, get some cards, build some decks, and actually try to play the game. But now I'm thinking I'll just keep these ones sealed, go buy some singles, to build some decks, and actually play that way.
Yeah, I've already cracked one of the Flesh and Bloods to get cards.
On one of his Open Boosters videos that we're actually we should link right now.
Oh, okay, yes, exactly.
Yep.
All right, cool. So don't watch that yet. Stay on this channel for now.
Yeah, don't click it just because I put it on the screen, guys.
Exactly. That's just a reminder note to go watch it later.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, you will be surprised what I pull because you haven't seen it yet.
There was one other box I did actually buy when we went to go see Rudy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so this one. Yeah, look at this is the Welcome to the Wrath. Is that what this one was? Oh, Crucible of War.
Crucible of War.
Crucible of War. So this one actually is a first edition box that could actually have a cold foil.
Correct.
Possible.
Correct. Possible.
And so,
from what I understand. If
It's
you say anything wrong, rip us to shreds below.
So there's actually several things that I actually really like about the way that they set up Flesh and Blood as a game. How it's like Rudy was describing it, you're basically playing Diablo with a character.
Exactly.
Where you have your main character, then you have a bunch of armor. And then the rest of your deck is all abilities and actions.
I love the fact that you can actually play with graded cards.
Yes, that's really cool.
That one just blows my mind, and I love it. Because you put your armor on, you put that off to the side, and that is awesome.
Yeah, so you can actually go seek out and trade for and collect these amazing armor pieces, like Godly Plate of the Whale, kind of Diablo kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Or get a set of something, and then you have that off to the side in your graded cases. But then your main hero, that one can actually be graded too, right?
I believe so. Yes.
And so, and then you have your deck, and you don't get decked in the game because the cards actually go back into the deck and keep kind of cycling through.
However, there's that one card that I think I forget what it is, but if your deck ends and you have that in your hand, you can do something special with it.
Yeah, I think they're going to do all kinds of little things like that. Like any little thing that you can mess with, they probably eventually will.
Yeah.
And I like the way that they set it up to where the original sets have They didn't make it so anyone can't get certain cards, but there's very rare versions of those cards. And so, like, you kind of have that best of both worlds kind of thing. Right? You know, the players get to play, but collectors can go collect things that are actually rare.
Yeah, I like that. It's because you got the first edition, and then that's a special thing for collectors who really want to have the investments and that kind of quality. And then you have the lower, cheaper end set, which actually brings in the players. They can actually buy the cards and actually play the game. You have the best of both worlds combined.
Yeah, so here's the lower end cheaper set, and here's the collector one.
So you actually pay attention to the secondary market, and you pay attention to the people that want to just play the game.
You know what it actually reminded me of when he was telling us about it? Is like I used to play a game called EverQuest for an awful long time.
That thing made me sick.
It was the first big MMORPG that was like 3D video game, and actually it was a fantastic game. I really had a great time.
Except for the fact that the video interface always had you doing this.
Yeah,
which
among other
nauseous.
things. There was several things about EverQuest that people didn't like. You know, the long wait times, you know, to get all your mana back up, and like the delays and the death runs, you know, to get your corpse back. There was things that people didn't like. But what happened is when Blizzard came along and made World of Warcraft, well, they all played EverQuest a bunch. So they knew about the things that were fun, and they knew about the things that were not great. So they, after the fact, took from EverQuest the best parts about it and left the things that were terrible, and they made World of Warcraft, which was a fantastic game and actually took off and went.
Exploded.
And there's some of that I see happening in Flesh and Blood. Flesh and Blood has taken some really good things from other card games and other video games, honestly, as well.
Yep.
But then kind of mixed them together, and they're running forward with like some of the really cool pieces, like rare cards and stuff, but not the mistakes.
Exactly.
Right? Not the reserve list and stuff like that.
Exactly. They're actually doing really, really well. And the gameplay is actually really well formed.
Yeah. It reminded me an awful lot of Diablo meets Dominion. And Dominion is a really neat board game. I don't know if you guys have ever tried it. If you haven't, you totally should. If you're a Magic player, you would love Dominion, I promise. So
even if you're a chess player, you'd like it.
Probably, actually. Yeah. So you buy like the board game set, and they have all these different cards, and then like you pick like 10 different types of cards for that specific game, and then people start out with like money in their hand, and every turn you can buy a card, and you basically buy cards as you go, and you build the deck you're going to play by buying from the piles that are on the table, and then towards the end of the game, whatever you have in your deck is what you bought during the game. And so like as like you're buying stuff, you're kind of constructing whatever your deck ability is going to be. And anyways, there's some other aspects about Dominion, not that specifically, but there's aspects of Dominion that I very much felt were like kind of built into Flesh and Blood.
Exactly, and they got rid of Mana Screw.
Yeah, that part is actually, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so they actually have different levels of mana that can supply when you pitch a card. So, but they have multiple of in every card, which is well, not every card, but they have multiples of cards that you can pitch. So you have the same card, it has different abilities, but when you pitch it, it gives you a different amount of mana as well. Mm-hmm. So the more mana it gives you, the less it does, and the less mana it gives you, the more it does as far as the card.
So you're never going to get mana screwed because there's the different values to each of them, but also like every card is a mana card, and it's also an ability card, and you just get to pick which way you want to use it.
And that's so fantastic because if you can't get mana screwed, you actually get to play the game.
Yep.
You know, and that's just and you always have a fresh 4 after you get to draw.
I can honestly say this is the first game, like since Magic came out, that I was actually interested in actually trying and playing.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the beauty of it. And I think that's the strongest selling point of it. It's actually a quality game that is actually really balanced.
Yeah. Now, here's a big question, though. Do you see yourself selling any of your Magic cards or disconnecting from Magic the Gathering because you now know about this?
Well, no, because Magic the Gathering is going to be... I'm going to play Magic the Gathering.
Yep.
However, I can also play Flesh and Blood. It's similar like I also play Arena. I also
like you can play Final Fight or Street Fighter.
Warcraft. I play poker as well. Mm-hmm. So it'll just add to the other things that I play. I might play Flesh and Blood more currently, but I'm still going to play Arena.
Yeah.
And I'm still going to play with you with Old School.
Yeah.
Right? And
for sure.
You know, so these things, you know, just because there's another game out doesn't mean anything else is going to die.
Yep, that's how I see it too. Like, I don't see myself losing any interest in Magic the Gathering. I think I'm still going to play it definitely. Yeah. And like, yeah, I'm looking at it in the same way. Like, if I had a favorite video game, this is just like another video game that I can try, and it doesn't mean I'm never going to play the other one to begin with.
Exactly.
And the reason why I'm actually interested in this one though is I think they actually hit like there's a collectability to it, there is a theme to it. There's a lot of like intricacies in the actual game.
You're gonna like it because it's a little more balanced.
Yeah, the balance. That's right. I am actually a big fan of balance. I don't like games that like can be immediately solved or there is no balance. Like one thing dominates and like there's nothing else to it. I like things that have a lot of diversity to them, like a yin and a yang, right?
And there's very few bannings. I don't think there's any even ban cards, have there?
I don't honestly know.
Yeah.
Maybe there is.
Put a comment in below if any card has been banned or restricted in Flesh and Blood.
But I did actually try other games in the past. I tried Pokemon, and I tried a game called Rage. I tried Legend of the Five Rings a little bit.
Pokemon, that was, I mean,
honestly not a very good card game. I mean, no offense to people who
collect it. It's just I didn't.
Yeah, I just didn't think the card game was. It was like they took the cool things about Magic. Like Magic has this much cool things. They took a little section of it. It made it simple and then said, here's a new game with Pokemon and big anime monsters and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's kind of all it was.
But that's the gameplay. I mean, the card collecting and the fine. And I like the cartoon. I actually watched the entire series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Flesh and Blood's different. I think it's actually got strategy to it, and I can actually see myself getting into it. So I bought these to open, but now I'm probably not going to.
And he's now going to go to TCG Player to pick up singles.
Just like you could actually go to TCG Player. There's a link right below this video. And we'd love it if you guys are going to buy some cards or Flesh and Blood or Magic, whatever it is you're going to get.
Or Pokemon.
If you could click the link below for TCG Player, and all you got to do is use that link to go to TCG Player, and anything you buy will actually get 3.5% for the channel, which helps the channel out, and it doesn't cost you any more money.
Exactly.
Great way to show support.
Yeah, it's a perfect way to show support.
So yeah, actually I will. I'm probably gonna talk to some people that have some decks that are decent decks, and I'm gonna not target things like tournament win. I'm gonna say ones that are fun to play, and then I'll just go out and I'll buy some of those singles, and I'll try those out at the beginning.
Exactly. Even if you do try a tier 1 deck, if they even have tier 1 decks, I don't even know if they do. But even if you did that, then that'd be fine. Because it's still, you can still create and still keep exploring different options.
I just don't want to be too focused on winning. I want to get into it because it's going to be just fun. And that's what I want to target. Because, like, you know, I enjoy winning as much as the next guy does. But if I can't enjoy myself in a game, I'm never going to stick with it.
Doesn't enjoy winning?
Probably not. But I mean, I don't feel like I have to win, is the thing. Like, I'm perfectly okay with playing things that are just fun.
He really does. He does.
If that was true, all I would play is tier 1 decks, and I would go full.
That's all he plays. I'm just kidding.
So anyways, yeah, I'm going to try out Flesh and Blood a little bit. I'm actually pretty excited about it.
Yep, I just have to buy a playmat. I told him I had a playmat. It turns out I didn't have a playmat.
He does not have a playmat. And you kind of need it.
My bad.
Because when you've got the playmat, like it like has like little like, get this flipped over. You have like little like squares drawn out. So like, you know, your hero goes here, and then all your armor goes over here, and then like here's where your discard pile and everything is. So kind of you get to see the different areas laid out for where everything's going to go. Because there's kind of like a specific orientation. Kind of like if you're playing Diablo and you hit I to bring up your inventory, and then all your character inventory slots are there. It's kind of like that. I don't know. That's what I had in my head anyways.
No, that's actually accurate. 100%.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, if you guys are interested, I would definitely recommend trying out Flesh and Blood.
Interested. I think people are going, maybe I should try the game since it's actually very successful.
Yeah, it actually seems like a good game. That's what it really comes down to.
And you're going to see some gameplay on this channel eventually, as soon as I get my deck made.
I'm almost kind of sad to see the cards go up so much in value before I've got a chance to buy some and just try it.
No. They haven't gone up that much. You're thinking about first edition, the unlimited. I mean, you can, well, actually, some
these
of them
things, the first edition boxes are crazy.
Yeah. First edition is crazy, but you know, these are still affordable that you can get. You know? And if you need the rare runs, just open all these and then give me the videos.
I don't think that was a great idea. Anyways, that's what we're planning on doing. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I hope you have a great day.
Have a good one, guys.